Early morning in a small apartment, alarm clock ringing. Black waiter waking up tired but determined. Small cracked mirror showing his worn uniform. Mother coughing softly from the next room. Younger siblings quietly getting ready for school. Waiter giving them toast and a smile despite no money. Empty refrigerator showing financial struggle. Waiter tying his worn shoes carefully. Hugging his mother before leaving for work. Promise whispered, "I'll make life better for us." Streets buzzing with traffic as he walks to bus stop. Waiter clutching old backpack with dictionary inside. Bus filled with strangers, waiter staring out window. He practices German words quietly under his breath. Notebook filled with handwritten language notes. Flashback of him studying late nights after shifts. Friends teasing him for wasting time on languages. His determination growing stronger each day. Arriving at luxury hotel restaurant. Grand lobby with marble floors, chandeliers shining. Waiter clocking in with a tired smile. Other waiters gossiping, ignoring him. Manager giving stern instructions. Waiter accepts every task without complaint. Carrying heavy trays with precision. Serving guests with respectful posture. Wealthy customers barely noticing his presence. Waiter smiling despite rude remarks. Long shift, back aching yet he keeps moving. Washing glasses carefully in the bar corner. Polishing silverware until it sparkles. Flashback, him reading a borrowed German book. His fascination with languages growing. Dream of working abroad someday. Returning to reality. Another table needs service. Waiter carrying stacked plates to kitchen. Heat of the kitchen overwhelming him. Chef shouting orders, chaos everywhere. Waiter silently enduring pressure. He watches coworkers laugh during break. Waiter sitting alone, sipping water. Looking at picture of his family and wallet. Renewed determination in his eyes. Back to work with stronger energy. Evening rush begins. Families, businessmen, and travelers arriving. Waiter moving gracefully between tables. Wealthy foreign customer enters. Customer speaking in frustrated German. Confused waiters unable to understand him. Customer grows upset, demanding attention. Restaurant tension rising. Waiter observing carefully from a distance. Manager whispers, "Who can handle this?" Waiter hesitates, then steps forward, politely approaching the foreign guest. Switching into fluent German unexpectedly. Guest's face lights up with surprise. Restaurant falls into stunned silence. Waiter translating every detail perfectly. Coworkers staring in disbelief. Manager speechless at his hidden skill. Customer smiling, finally understood. Smooth conversation in German continues. Waiter writing down the order clearly. Professional composure impresses everyone. Billionaire quietly watching from corner table. His sharp eyes studying the young man. Waiter bows respectfully after helping. Guest thanks him warmly in German. Waiter returns to his duties calmly. Restaurant slowly buzzing again. Billionaire still observing with interest. Waiter carries on with humility. Other waiters whispering about his hidden talent. Manager finally showing quiet respect. Customer waves goodbye gratefully. Waiter continues cleaning tables late at night. Billionaire signals for the bill. Waiter walks toward him nervously. Billionaire dressed in elegant dark suit. Silver watch gleaming under chandelier light. Waiter approaching with soft voice. "Was everything to your satisfaction, sir?" Billionaire smiles faintly, studying his face. "What other languages do you speak?" Waiter surprised, answering humbly. Reveals he studies at night after work. Billionaire raising an eyebrow, intrigued. Waiter lowering his eyes modestly. Billionaire asks about his family. Waiter hesitates, then tells truth. His sick mother, his siblings, his struggle. Billionaire silent for a moment. Then he nods with understanding. He clutches envelope tightly. Rushing home to show his family. Mother shocked but proud. Siblings jumping with joy. A long family embrace. Waiter promising to study hard. Days later, he prepares documents. Passport in his hands for first time. Packing small suitcase carefully. Farewell at airport filled with tears. Family waving as he boards plane. First class cabin overwhelming him. Looking out window at clouds. Remembering note from billionaire. Determination burning in his heart. Landing in Germany with excitements. Streets filled with new sounds. He feels nervous but ready. Attending language school with scholarship. Teachers impressed by his dedication. Working part-time jobs to support himself. Learning business culture in Europe. Reading late into the night again. Every challenge met with courage. Letters sent home to family. Slowly becoming fluent in multiple languages. Expanding knowledge beyond dreams. Meeting mentors and professionals abroad. Building confidence with every step. Years pass with hard work. Graduation ceremony with applause. Walking across stage in suit. Holding diploma tightly. Tears in his eyes again. Thinking of his mother. Thinking of the billionaire's note. Now ready to fulfill promise. He searches for billionaire's company. Finally finds global headquarters. Massive skyscraper with glass windows. Waiter-turned-graduate walks inside. Receptionist asks his purpose. He presents letter and ticket. Receptionist surprised. Makes call. Billionaire appears in elegant suit. Smiles as he sees young man. I knew you'd come. Warm handshake exchanged. Long conversation in private office. Waiter telling story of struggles. Billionaire nodding with pride. Offering him opportunity and company. Young man accepts with gratitude. Begins career as assistant. Learning global business strategies. Traveling across continents. Speaking languages fluently in meetings. Billionaire mentoring him directly. Respect from colleagues growing. His leadership qualities shining. Promotions coming quickly. Visiting his family back home. Bringing gifts and hope. His mother smiling with pride. Siblings inspired by his success. Using success to support community. Helping children learn languages. Building scholarships for the poor. Story spreads as inspiration. News articles written about him. Called the waiter who spoke German. Students admire his courage. Businesses respect his skills. Family legacy transformed. Returning to billionaire's office. Grateful for life-changing chance. You gave me more than a ticket. You gave me a future. Both men shaking hands again. Young man sitting in modern office, determined look. Billionaire watching him lead first small meeting. Nervous but confident, switching between languages. Colleagues surprised at his talent. He presents new business strategy successfully. Applause fills the conference room. Billionaire giving approving nod. Mentor and student walking through skyscraper lobby. Late night work sessions under city lights. Studying financial documents carefully. Practicing speeches in front of mirror. Visiting libraries on weekends. Expanding beyond languages into leadership. Attending international conferences. Networking with global leaders. First overseas business trip on company jet. Looking out window, remembering bus rides at home. Shaking hands with foreign executives. Translating complex negotiations with ease. Colleagues admiring his skill. Gaining reputation as a rising star. Walking stage to accept Young Professional Award. Cameras flashing, press taking photos. Proud smile but humble heart. Calling his mother after award ceremony. Her voice trembling with pride. You've made us all proud, son. Tears in his eyes again. Sending money home regularly. Siblings studying in better schools. Mother receiving better medical care. Returning home for holidays. Neighbors gathering to greet him. Sharing stories of his travels. Children crowding around to listen. Community inspired by his journey. Old friends speechless at transformation. Visiting the restaurant where he once worked. Former co-workers in awe. Quiet moment at his old table, reflecting. Realizing success is not only for himself. Deciding to give back to his roots. Starting small community language classes. Children repeating German words with excitement. Parents thanking him for opportunity. Expanding program into formal scholarship fund. First batch of students receiving grants. Smiling proudly as they thank him. Inviting billionaire to community event. Billionaire attending with warm smile. Both men standing on stage together. Community cheering loudly. Media capturing the event. Headlines from waiter to leader. Young man delivering motivational speech. His words, talent lives everywhere. But opportunity must be given. Applause echoing in hall. Mothers wiping tears. Children clapping eagerly. Launching foundation for education. Signing partnership with schools. First brick laid for new learning center. Construction workers smiling proudly. Ribbon cutting ceremony with his family. Siblings by his side as role models. Teachers grateful for support. Young students reciting languages on stage. His mother in wheelchair smiling proudly. He kneels to hug her during applause. Foundation logo displayed proudly. News channels broadcasting story. Articles shared across the world. Social media praising his humility. Comment sections filled with inspiration. Strangers writing, "You give us hope." Invitations to speak at global forums. Meeting presidents and ministers. Sharing his story on international platforms. Becoming symbol of hope for underprivileged. Despite fame, he stays humble. Always remembering his days as waiter. Keeping billionaire's handwritten note in wallet. Reading it before big decisions. Facing challenges in business expansion. Some colleagues doubting his abilities. Competitors mocking his background. Whispered insults in boardrooms. He responds with patience and skill, turning failures into lessons. Billionaire reminding him, stay true to yourself. Renewed determination in his eyes. Launching his own startup with support. First office small, but full of energy. Young employees believing in his vision. Long nights building business plan. Traveling to secure investments. Facing rejections with steady resolve. Finally securing first major contract. Celebration in small office with cheers. His company logo glowing on wall. Slowly expanding across countries. Hiring students from his foundation. Creating cycle of opportunity. Business growing stronger. His name appearing in Forbes list. Colleagues congratulating him. Public recognition increasing. Flashback of him cleaning tables. Tears of gratitude for how far he's come. Visiting mother's grave with flowers. Whispering thanks for her sacrifices. Quiet prayer under evening sky. Determination to keep her proud. Speaking at universities. Students inspired by his journey. Professors honoring him as guest lecturer. Standing ovation in packed auditorium. His story spreading globally. Invitations from TV shows and documentaries. Launching Youth Leadership Summit. Students from across continents attending. Workshops filled with energy. Sharing lessons about resilience. Children asking questions eagerly. He answers with kindness and patience. Mentoring young entrepreneurs. Funding small startups in poor regions. Encouraging creativity and innovation. Partnering with global charities. Schools being built in rural areas. Children receiving free books and laptops. Emotional scenes of hope. Returning to his old neighborhood. Standing on same street where he once waited for bus. Now greeted as local hero. Murals painted in his honor. Neighborhood kids shouting his name. Signing autographs humbly. Telling them, if I can, so can you. TV interview in prime time. Reporter asking, what drives you? He smiles, the note a stranger gave me. Holding up billionaire's letter to cameras. Emotional silence in studio. Millions watching across the world. Social media exploding with praise. Hashtag, the waiter who spoke German trending. Motivational books written about his life. His foundation receiving global donations. Students abroad writing him letters. Reading them late at night with tears. Feeling sense of responsibility. Expanding efforts to multiple continents. Partnering with UN for global education. Delivering speech at United Nations. Flags of nations behind him. Powerful words about equality. Applause from world leaders. History books beginning to record his name.